What did the Jonas Brothers say while playing Riichi Mahjong? I played bad according to Maka. Every push was a certified blunder. My discards make me stare back and wonder. But I'm still queuing up. I'll step up for third maybe. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are, folks. I transposed that song down 4 half steps. It's still too high. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, right. They patched the game. Yusong cannot win. Brandon Lee Mulligan voice? We're firmly in the Shadow Realm today, but let me tell you something. I have not lost all hope. I understand that I'm coming in a little pre-tilted, a little bit, impassioned in terms of the way I'm presenting myself, but I've been thinking a lot about this, okay? In between last video and this video, I want to play the Mahjong that I want to play. I think lately my decision-making has just been weird. I think I just want to follow my heart more. And I know that's a very, poetic, maybe, very, woo-woo way of thinking about Mahjong, but I'm going to just try to follow my heart. If I want to fold, I'm going to fold. I'm not going to let any imaginary haters in my mind be like, oh, Yusong, the people hate it when you fold. No. Nay, okay? Just do what you want to do. At least you'll lose with a little bit of dignity. At least you'll lose by following your gut. As we load into the Jade Room, I mean, I'm way late with this today, but hey, as we start this game today, let me just say this. If you like the song or you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous, as it helps out me and the channel such a great deal. Sincerely, thank you for leaving all the likes and the comments on the videos. It's the way that the YouTube website knows to share it with more people. So it brings us to our featured comment of the day. Witchelot King writes, one of my favorite pieces of the pie chart of Yusong content is watching him realize he wants to bail out of a train of thought, say he needs to bail, continue to talk, reiterates he needs to bail, and then continues the 10 out of 10 content. Love your content and I enjoy spending paired social time with you, so I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the kind words. And speaking of that, I started an anecdote in yesterday's video that I just straight up did not finish. I realized immediately after I stopped recording yesterday's video. So I'm gonna finish it today. And I know this is a weird angle of the parasocial engagement that we are in right now. And yes, we are about to get married, but this is a weird angle. You should be more mad at me. You should. I think it's an effing crime, the amount of anecdotes that I start that I just straight up never finish because I get distracted by a shiny object, aka a red 5 in Riichi Mahjong, okay? I'm going to finish that anecdote. You'll have to believe me. Riichi Pinfu Dora Sumo. I think we just hit a manga. I think we hit Mongon status. I think we got 1 Oradisi. Show me 3 Oradisi. We had 1 Oradisi, and that's really, really good. Had we only had 4 Han there, because of the nature of Mahjong scoring, it would have been 5,200 points, even though, some 4 Han hands are huge, but some 4 Han hands, Pinfu hands, are small, especially when you're not in the dealer seat. So getting that Oradora there certainly helps. It certainly helps me. I'm going to finish the anecdote. Before I do, and I know you're a little bit scared that we're never going to get to it. I promise you we're going to get to it. I have it written down, okay? I want to give a quick shout out to all the patrons. Patreon.com/YU_SONG. The link is down below in the description. For $4 a month, you get access to a bonus video every single month, as well as the shout out like you're hearing right now, and a whole bunch more. So thank you sincerely to all the patrons. Thank you for allowing me to continue what I'm doing. So I sincerely appreciate that. The anecdote was that, while other people were making out on the dance floor when I was in school, I had a Razr flip phone, and again, it's gonna make it hard to lie about my age eventually, but a Razr flip phone, and I was just waving it like a candle in the wind. Look, while you were out having formative experiences, I was studying the blade, okay? I was literally just waving it like I was at Woodstock or something. I don't know. It's tough out there for a kid. It's hard to ask someone to dance. It's very, very difficult. You get rejected a lot of the time. The worst they could say is no. Yeah, but then you have to go see him in biology class after, and it's just awkward. So I'm not gonna fault myself too much. I'm Ishanten. I'm 2 tiles away from Tenpai. I don't really know what is going on in this hand. I'm gonna cut the 1 of circles. Still very happy to draw into a 3 or a 5 of characters, right? That was the anecdote that I wanted to tell you. But it also reminded me of I've been seeing a lot of discourse about yearning lately. And I'm not going to pretend like I genuinely understand what's going on. I'm huge folding. This is, I know I'm in the dealer seat, but our hand is valueless. The door is the Vivian West one. We see none of them. Okay, Right Lord's also gonna chase. They have a hilarious, I mean, the cosmetics this game are going wild. Left Lord with the watermelon, Right Lord with the Riichi, the French baguette Riichi stick, and then the cute little bird, the Gintama bird. Is that from Gintama? With the Riichi sign. Right Lord's gonna deal into Left Lord, tail as old as time. It's a Riichi only hand. You know, it looks like Pinfu, but for Pinfu, your pair can't be a Seat Wind, Prevalent Wind, or a Dragon Tile. So for Pinfu, your pair can't be anything good. It's easier to just think about it that way. So Left Lord only gonna take a Riichi only hand, but I'm sure they're gonna be happy about that, right? They get to stop my dealer seat. They get to take Right Lord's Riichi stick. They get to take their own Riichi stick back. So not to mention the inherent points of that, hand. Anyway, I've seen a lot of discourse online, which is like, bring back the real yearners. And I'm like, I don't really know what that means. But I was thinking about, you know, the waving my razor phone in the wind. And I think a lot of people don't know this type of yearning. Or maybe just people are too, like, I'm not saying too young, like, oh, that's some sort of demonic bad thing. No, that's like awesome and based or whatever. But like, in the olden times, okay? But in the freaking dark ages, you used to have to, I sound so old right now. Oh my God. Skibbity Mahjong, anyone? Ooh, a little 6-7 for you. But anyway, you used to have to text people, like, not on a keyboard, but like, if you wanted the letter C, you would have to press the 1 key 3 times to cycle through A, B, and C. Texting was a gosh dang nightmare. And then you would send the text message. It would take some time for that text message to be delivered via, you know, the AT&T the carrier pigeon or whatever magic that they have. I think I just call this. I think I just slam it. I mean, it's Riichi only. It's genuinely Riichi only, but like, who gives a frick? It's early enough. It makes other people uncomfortable. It's early up, good enough for you, baby. As a call back to the song parody from moments ago. And then they would have to take 3 freaking years cycling through every single letter alphabetically in order to just type the word LOL. And then it would take carrier pigeon time to get it back to you as well. And then in between that time, I mean, I'm definitely romanticizing this. But like in between that time, like imagine it's like 10 p.m. You're supposed to be in bed, but like of course you got your little phone and you're texting your friends. Maybe you're even texting a crush, and then you send them a text, and then it's like maybe it has some like undertones of like, whoa, what are we? And all of you know that like I was not in a relationship for like any of this. So the answer to what are we is dust. You know, it's just volcanic ash. It's nothing. But then you would send a text and then you would wait. And then that time, the wait in between sending the text and getting a message back, that's yearning to me. That's yearning to me. Does that make sense to anybody else? Please leave a comment if that makes sense. If that's like, when I think of yearning, that's what I think. The uncertainty of whether or not you are going to get that text back. And I think right now, it's like, I'm not saying that things are worse, but I think things are just way faster, right? Especially with like read receipts. You can send someone a text and kind of know, oops, like immediately, if they're a sicko who has read receipts on. Oh, we were never gonna get green DZs. I guess that feels good. It's a little hindsight Harry to be like, oh, the green dragon was stuck in the dead wall as the Oradora indicator, but there was still one of them in the game, right? We could have greeted out a little bit more there. The sand is not bad. I think I chi into 4 of wow. I mean, it's Pinfu, baby. I don't know why that felt so weird to say. It's Pinfu, baby. It could also be Tanyao, baby. It's Pinfu, baby. It's Pinfu. I'm gonna make you a star. Okay, this hand is nasty. The nut draw, I'm gonna scream. RIP to headphone users if we draw into a 4 of characters. Riichi, Pinfu, Red 5 Dora, and we have a triple-sided banger. Holy frick. Yostar does not want to see me die. And that, I genuinely, Yostar, game, recognized game. I appreciate that. Maybe I could have 2, 3, 4 Sanchoku, but like, I'm never gonna throw away the Red 5. You know what I mean? And I'm certainly not gonna throw away this Red 5 either. I think our hand is good. I think our hand is good as is. Even if we can't get Sanchokler on top of the Han that we already have, I'm kind of chilling. I'm a safe tile. Blah, 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 blah. That's so good. That's so good. Don't know why I went wealthy gentleman when I drew into a safe tile, but yeah, now it's like, I mean, I don't use read receipts. Why? Because I just like that to me. I don't know. I just don't like other people I just don't think it can lead to good. I think it's like if I'm just busy that day, and I often am. Oh, what are you doing? Single tile Yorkin for the door? Sometimes I have to single tile Yorkin for the door. Okay, and that's genuine. That's genuine. I might not respond because I'm doing this, which is insulting. And you're right. And you're right. It is insulting. But like sometimes I'm genuinely busy, and I do not like. It's a huge red flag to me if someone like texts you and then like 2 hours later or even a day later, they're like, why didn't you text me back? I'm cutting that person out of my life. I know that sounds a little bit harsh, but I'm like, I'm an adult. You're an adult. We have adult things going on. Like sometimes it's just going to take some time. And sometimes we're just going to be texting like immediately back and forth and having a great time. But like, I need, you know, one must hold space for a reasonable amount of time between responses. I don't like having read receipts on because I think it just only brings pain. It's like, oh, they read it. Why didn't they respond? It's like, you don't need to know. I don't think anyone needs to know ever. Like, unless you're like a parent and maybe it's a child and you're like, did you get to Devin's house? Okay. Or like, did you make it to like the thing? If you, maybe they're on a flight or something like that, I can understand having read receipts or like, hey, just call me. You know, you don't even need read receipts. Just like, hey, call me if you've made it or something. So that I can understand, but read receipts in general, I'm just not a big fan of. Left Lord chases my Riichi. I call dibs. Also 8 tiles. Oh no, dude. I mean, I play this round perfectly. Like, Rise. Don't let the Yusong play your own game. I mean, it's not like you've done anything like mind-bogglingly different than you've been doing for your previous games, Haneman. But you know, just play your own game, Yusong. Don't let the haters get to you. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna laugh about the times that you did all those bad decisions eventually. But just stick to your guts. You know what I mean? You got this, right, Lord? Emoting. You're allowed to do that when you're losing. You're not allowed to. I'm not allowed to emote here. It would be a grave 1, 2, 3, 4. It would be a grave injustice if I were to start emoting right now. I'm gonna maybe try to go 7 PZs, 2 DZs here. A little 7 pairs, 2 Dora. Yeah, so I don't really like read receipts. I understand that if you have like I'm not gonna yuck your yum though. If you have completely valid reasons to use them, then heck yeah, absolutely use them. I just personally, I'm not a big fan. And then like I also think that me personally, just like I've struggled with being anxious. Holy guacamole. I mean, it's weird here. I want to keep the Westwind. I know one has already been discarded, but like, you know, there's 3 copies of this, 3 copies of this, 2 copies of this. Oh no, there's only 2 copies of the Westwind. I want a single tile Yorkit for the Westwind. I'm going to throw all my dangerous tiles right now. This is Suji to the Dora. People are going to want to keep their 5s and 6s to accept the 7. They can also incidentally accept the 4, and I don't want that. I don't want that. Not even a little bit. So I'm going to try to wait for a Zuzzy tile. Like right now, if I call Riichi and I get to wait on the 7 of Bamboo, that's disgusting. That's genuinely nasty. It's Riichi, 7 pairs, 2 Dora, and a Suji trap. That's so good. That's so good, right? The 4 indicates to everyone that I'm not waiting with a 5, 6, so me actually being able to win on that 7 feels so unbelievably good. Yeah. Welcome to hell. Like, this is just gross. I am evil now. I am literally evil now. Westwind comes out. I'm sorry. I'm genuinely sorry. I wish that we could all win. I wish that we could all win. Haneman. I wish that we could all win Riichi Mahjong, but you know and I know that's not possible. It's why you keep the Westwind there. I usually don't. I usually play to my biggest outs, but one Westwind having been discarded, that's fine. Like, you can still, there's still a game to play. Don't make me feel bad. Tell me that you're on a win streak. You're gonna be just fine. You're gonna be just fine. I believe in you. I genuinely believe in you. Left Lloyd, let's take a peep. Master 1 star. You're also gonna be just fine. No one loses quite like Gaston, and by that I mean no one has this many 4th places like Yusong. He's tilted and he's molding. It's permanent. Okay. It's kind of a weird situation that we've got going on. Maybe a little bit of a Tanyao banger. I mean, I don't need to keep the dealer seat. I'm in such a privileged position right now because I kind of just want the game to keep, you know, the dealer seat to keep rotating and the game to continue on. So I mean, if they're gonna force my hand, you're gonna force my hand. You literally gave me a perfect Ishanten. Pair, double-sided weight, and an Omega chunk, which is a pair and a double-sided weight attached to it. Not the official terminology, it's just what I like to say. Recently, someone in the community was like, hey, I didn't know that left lord, right lord, and a cross lord were just like things, the not real terms. I thought they were the real terms for Riichi Mahjong. And I just want to clarify that right now. I'm not the first human being to say left lord, right lord, and a cross lord. But I think, and I'm not saying like, oh, I want credit for this. Like, it's not, the credit, the etymology and the history is not important to me, okay? It's more so, I think I coined it when I started playing Riichi Mahjong. Because I was like, I don't want to say Kami-cha and Toymen and all that, because it's just like complicated for new players to understand, and I don't want to have to keep defining them constantly. And I was inspired, right, by good artist's steel, if you catch my drift. I'm just gonna throw this. I know we could have a 3-sided banger on the 3 6s and 9s, but some of the 9s and a lot of the 3s are gone. I don't really love the idea of the 3 6 9 there. Plus, it's like, we have Tanya right now. We have guaranteed Tanya out the wazoo. I'm not going to throw away guaranteed Tanya out the wazoo. Can we still win this one? Yeah, we can absolutely still win this one. One tile away from Tenpai. I will say this. If we get into Tenpai, I don't think that we, like, if we draw the tile that we need, I don't think that we call Riichi. I mean, we could call Riichi and just try to kill a crosslord, right? That's kind of interesting. But we can also just Dominate Derek, and then if someone else... I mean, that's so good. Riichi Pinfu Tanyo? I mean, I think... I mean, I don't know if this is right. Maka might be upset at me. South 2 Riichi decision. I don't know if that's correct, but also a crossword is caught between a rock and a hard place. Like, they are legally not allowed to fold. The good news about this is, like, Riichi Pinfu Tanyo Sumo, for us, doesn't that just kill a crosslord? I'm 99% sure that just kills a crosslord. Right lord, I'm sorry. This is a good hand. I don't know what to tell you. I think they had a good hand too. 2 completed sets, and one of them included the Dora. Riichi Pinfu Tanyo. It's only a 3-Han banger, but in the dealer seat, that's still gonna hurt. And now I'm giving a little bit of a hope to a crosslord, right? I'm giving, you know, it's giving potential to a crosslord. Just trying to reference, it's giving this, it's serving this. Still relevant, still relevant. Skibbity 6-7, by the way. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, as an anxious person. As an anxious person. I think I've worked, you know, you just want control of everything, but that's like never gonna make you happy. So I mean, we're really working on this in personal therapy, and it's like the anecdote to anxiety is not getting that control. It's learning to live with the uncertainty of any given situation. It's like, you know, like some. You know, sometimes you might have the thought of like, oh, this is so real. Okay, wait, hang on. Okay, well, sometimes you might have the thought. Recently went through a breakup. Sometimes you might have the thought of like, and I just want to reiterate, like, I know I'm saying it a little bit callously, but again, please, like, keep it civil. Like, I know I don't need to say this, but like, please keep it civil. We still care about each other as human beings. Just, right? It's a little bit awkward because everything's online, so I just want to reiterate that. Thank you so much for understanding. But sometimes you might have the thought of like, oh, am I ever gonna like find someone? Oh, I have all these like, you know, like when you are in a relationship for that long, you learn about your flaws. You learn about your flaws as a partner. You just do. There's no way around it, right? You're around someone for that long, like you'll learn. I learned like a lot of the things that I hang on. I want to be able to accept the Dora. I also want to be able to accept a 6-9. I mean, I think the 6-9 weight is better than this, but the 6 is kind of cannibalized by the 7-8 that we have in our hand right now. Just took out Tomato Town. I mean, I don't really know what I'm supposed to discard here. If I discard the 6-7, by the way, it opens us up to a triple-sided banger. Right Lord is emoting. I shouldn't have let that get to me. You're getting muted. I'm so sorry. You're not even committing that big of a sin. I just can't right now. Okay. Do I call Riichi this time? I don't know. Like Pinfu Red 5, maybe one Dora as well. Like I could just slam the like and subscribe button again and seek to not end this game with a whimper, but with a roar. Like literally just try to end someone else, make them bust, which is the correct terminology, for going below 0. So that's an option. If we draw into the 6 of circles, I think there's nothing, there ain't no mountain high enough that could keep me from slamming the like and subscribe. Triple-sided banger, you know? And we can accept the Dora. It's just way too good. Nine of Bamboo, not what we're looking for. Oh, keep a Nolan Northwind as a safe tile. If someone calls Riichi, we'll be happy to have this in our back pocket. What was I yapping about? Oh yeah, like sometimes I have the thought of like, oh, well, I find someone like, you know, and like I know of all my flaws, and I don't know if someone will accept me in the ways that you've been accepted, etc., etc. Just a lot of like normal, at least I think, like normal post relationship stuff. I wanted to say Post Malone so bad there, and my brain just, I'm glad that it didn't. I'm glad it had enough restraint. I think that you should just slam the like and subscribe. I don't know what a crossword is doing. I think that you're in last place. You need the points. Just slam the like and subscribe. You could always tell Riichi Pinfu Sumo is so much better than Riichi only. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. If you're ever in that situation and you need points, just slam, dude. Just absolutely slam. This hand, can I just be real with you? Like, I don't really want to play this hand. Like, I'm thinking about just throwing out 6 of circles. I'm not joking. Because so what is good for us? Oh wow, okay. I mean, this is already pretty good. What's good for us is if a crossword wins a hand or left lord wins a hand, that's awesome. And if we have a million safe tiles and we don't deal into either, again, really, really awesome. The only bad thing that happens is if right lord wins their hand and they remain in the dealer seat, and even then, that's not that bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of need a 5th shape somewhere in this hand. Sure. I guess I can keep all these tiles around. We are just drawing like the nuttiest tiles imaginable, by the way. This is like the best luck I've had in so long. Oh my god. 1 tile away from Tenpai, 30 seconds until Mars. I will happily accept this. I'll keep the 3 of characters only because if we draw into a 2 of characters, that 2-3 shape is going to be way better than the 7-9 shape. If we draw into 8 of circles, do we slam the like and subscribe? No, I don't think that we do. I think that we just try to keep the game moving along as quickly as possible. And if someone else deals into us, it brings us into South 4, you know? So if we have a Pinfu only hand, like we're not starved for points like a crossword was the last round. So as a result, like if we don't need to call Riichi, we absolutely do not call Riichi. 8 of circles is a lovely tile. We would have. I'm yearning for the 8 of circles myself. This is okay, right? 6-7. Excuse me, 6-8 shape and 3-5 shape. Both of those are okay. I don't know if this is necessarily the 100% correct thing to do. Sure, I mean, this is weird. This is a little freaky, but we could get into a double pair weight as well. Again, the point of this hand is not to win this hand. I think the point of this hand is just to keep the game moving. Like, we could also try to intentionally deal into someone, provided that we know it's like, if like a cross, okay, that's terrifying now. The con into Riichi, this is, yeah, wow, okay. Epic move by a crossword, genuinely epic. That's so good. Because Con into Riichi gives them 2 chances at Oradora. It gives them so much value. They could have some copies of the 9 of Bamboo in their own hand right now. They could have boosted their own value. If they sumo, so be it, right? I'm not upset if they sumo. Right Lord pays out the dealer penalty, and I have such a good amount of insulation. What am I, an attic? I have such a good amount of insulation. Awesome attic-based humor. Yeah, you know, it's nothing. That I don't think it really matters to us. I am running out of safe tiles. I'm going to cut 8 of characters. Yeah, look, I know in my heart of hearts that this is fine. Oh my god, I think they might deal in. Is this a slow roll BM Ron? Okay, it's not. Slow roll BM Ron is the name of my Mahjong mixtape, by the way. Is the name of my alter ego in the Mahjong rap game. Yeah, I think it's just dealing with the anxious thoughts, dealing with the insecurity of like the uncertainty of like, well, I don't know the answer, but I something else that has helped me lately is the thought of like, well, I just don't know. It like you know, it's like the if you're talking about just like human stuff, you know, it's like the bad thing is just as likely to happen as the good thing. Not really. Like you don't ever know the percentage chance. Like, you know, if you're like, I don't know, if you're like messaging someone on an app or whatever, it's just like you don't know if you're gonna be ghosted or if it's gonna be good or whatever. And but like the thinking that of course it's gonna be bad. Like that, I don't know. That I think hurts the anxiety instead of helps the anxiety. Like, I understand why my brain often goes sicko mode and tries to do that. It's because it's like, well, if you always set yourself up to be disappointed, then you can never really be disappointed. Yeah, but then you end up just like miserable in your day-to-day life. And so it's not necessarily that you have to like start living naively. I'm just talking to myself mostly at this point. It's not like I have to start living naively. It's more so like, you know, you just don't know. You don't have to decide one way or another, and you can just kind of let that uncertainty breathe. And it's hard. It's genuinely hard. I'm talking about it as if I have any type of mastery, but I'm learning firebending, and it's season 4, baby. Like, we're running out of time to learn firebending before Sozin's comment. We're down to the wire, folks. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. I've still been doing a lot of journaling. Journaling has been heat. Lately, though, I've just been like, I don't know. I don't think I've been sleeping well. I went to a gourmet. No, I went to an upscale. I don't know. It was weird. So I wanted to find magnesium in the wild. So I went foraging in the forest. No, it's not what happened. But like, I've taken magnesium before, and it's helped me sleep. And so my sleep schedule has been so bad lately. How bad is it? My sleep schedule has been so fricked up lately that I'm like willing to, I don't know why I stopped taking magnesium, because I was like, oh, it's like it costs money and like I can't really tell if it's helping me. And so I like Googled it, is there any near me? And then the one that was close to me was like a 30-minute drive away at like a, because the brand that we used before, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that the brand of magnesium really matters. Oh, you don't have Gucci magnesium? You don't have designer magnesium? Yeah, like that obviously doesn't matter, right? But it's more so like, well, I know that my body is okay with it. Hang on. This is freaky because this hand is good. Like, all my shapes are effing rocking, you know? It's not Tanya, though. I can't guarantee it's Tanya. Wow. I don't know what to do here. If someone calls Riichi, I'm gonna have a horrible time. And I know... Wow. This is a really strange hand. Because 7 pairs could... Okay, thank God. I mean, Right Lord calls Riichi. It's not good for me, right? It's the dealer repeat is the most frightening aspect about all this. I'm glad that I have one more safe tile. I don't even know if the East one is certified safe on Rotten Tomatoes, but like now I'm thinking it's certified safe. Whatever. We're gonna cut the 5 of bamboo. Even if they end up sumoing a few times, I think a crossword will just die before anything else. So again, I think we're in an okay position. A little bit awkward, right? We're just kind of in the South 4 waiting room right now, but like a lot could still happen. A crossword is in a terrible situation where I don't think they are legally allowed to play defense. I think that you still have to go, maybe? You can wait. You could try to wait until South 4. Holy frick, ice cold veins. Oh my God, ice cold veins and cutting the door, but I also, huge respect. I hope that what happens is that a crossword calls Riichi and then a crossword ends up winning. Again, all that, our biggest goal right now is just to get to South 4. They're gonna sumo. It's a big hand. If they sumo what? A Baimon? I mean, I don't think this is gonna be a Baimon, but like, they would need to slurp away 6,000 points from a crossword. Yeah, that's not going to happen. But a Mongon is definitely it. A crossword can still afford to call Riichi once, so it's not Jover for them. But now, like, now we can also just seek to end a crossword. If we call Riichi and we sumo with like a decent sized hand, we might just be able to end the game that way. Yeah. So I went to like this upscale, like I Googled it, and on Google it was like the upscale grocery store, and I was like, immediate eye roll. Just because like, I understand that the presentation of stuff might be nicer, but like a carrot is a carrot. I don't know. It's probably, maybe it's more, like it would be good if it was like genuinely like, you know, sustainably sourced, it's a free range carrot or whatever. like no, I say that facetiously, but I genuinely believe in those causes. I don't mean to joke about that. It's more so the absurdity of it all. And I found the magnesium. I took some last night, and I really hesitate to be like, oh, like, please don't get your advice from me about anything that you should ingest. But it did, you know, it made the sleeping, it didn't like knock me out or anything. But the thing that I enjoy about it is that it lets me stay asleep. Like, I'm not just tossing and turning and waking up at like like weird hours of the night. And then usually lately it's been so annoying. I'll just randomly wake up at like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. where it's like so close to being able to just start your day and yet like so far. And so I did wake up this morning at like 5, something annoying, but I was able to go back to sleep, and that was huge. Usually I'm just like not able to go back to sleep, and day kind of starts off on a really weird foot if that's the case. All right, I mean, look, I know that the east winds are 99.99% safe. They would have to be single tile Yorkener for the east wind. It's not impossible. I'm going to wait until I absolutely have to throw it. This is your 4th discard. I think that the 9 of circles is still kind of dangerous. I mean, your first discard was an 8 of circles. The only way this kills is if it's 7 pairs, and it's not 7 pairs. I'm still gonna wait. I'm gonna try to play as safe as possible here. I don't wanna ruffle any feathers. And I think that, like, yeah, I don't know. Oh, right, Lord. Whoa. So yeah, a lot just happened. Left Lord pawned the door. They must have also had a valid Yaku in their hands somewhere. Riichi pin for red 5. I mean, anything could happen in South 4, especially because, yeah, holy moly. Like, if Left Lord deals into someone who's got like a mid-sized hand, or if a crosser is able to just run it back a few times in the dealer's seat, like, there's still a lot of ball game left. This is an awesome hand for us, though. Triplet of the Green Dragons. I'm never calling Khan here, by the way. If you wanted me to call Khan, I know who my doubters are, okay? I know that's not a true believer in the audience. Khan gives someone else maybe 4 Dora and a chance to call Riichi and a chance to get back into this game. I want to... This is a real boomer core posting of me, but I want to climb up and then take the ladder with me. Like, I don't want to. That's awful to say. It feels gross to say, but only not in a socioeconomic way, just in a Riichi Mahjong kind of a way. All right, this is good. This is absolutely good. 1 tile away from Tenpai. We'd love to chi into a 8 of characters, right? I would personally want to wait on the 1 and the 4 of circles. Waiting on the 6 and the 9, it's also a terminal tile, right? It's basically equivalent. But the Dora is the 8 of bamboo, and so tiles around the Dora, people are not going to want to let go of those later that we get into the game. So, if possible, I would love to choose to wait on the 1 or the 4. A little unfortunate that a 1 of circles has been discarded, but still plenty of fish in the sea. You know what I mean? So luckily, like, hopefully I can get my sleep schedule a little bit back on track. Like, that would be such a dream right now. I think I need to still settle into a routine. Here's what has worked for me. Like, I've designated 1 day in the week to be my ballin' out at Trader Joe's day. And at Trader Joe's, I have to buy enough meals, like 8 meals. There is another day, like 8 meals to sustain myself through 4 days. I mean, breakfast is easy. You know what I mean? I just have a piece of toast, put some peanut butter, and a banana. That's my, and I do a cup of tea. That's how I've done it for the last like few years. No, I'm not tired of it. Weirdly, I'm not tired of it. I thought I would at this point, but it's still making me happy every day. So that's been nice. So this is my routine. I don't know if this is gonna help anyone or if this is just completely nonsensical, but at Trader Joe's, 1 day of the week, I ball out at Trader Joe's, buy at least 8 meals, some snacks. I get my... There's no world in which I ever call Riichi here. I don't want anyone to play safe. I want to be able to run. And if someone calls Riichi, I can still fold here, and I think it would be fine. Honestly, Left Lord is the only person who can call Riichi. Even if I deal in, unless it's a Yakuman, knock on wood, unless it's a Yakuman, I think we're fine. Even if we dealt into like a Hanemon, we would be okay. What's the Dora? We see 1 copy of the Dora. I don't think this is like a weirdo hand, though. I don't think you're discarding tiles in a way that makes me think like, oh, you have 4 concealed triplets or something along those lines. Like, I think we're okay. 2 of circle. Never in my life am I calling con there. It is just not correct. Go ahead. And I'm not going to let this even bother me in iota. I might deal in still. I'm playing a little fast and loose. And also, like, other people, like, I don't think... Yeah, sorry, folks. I'm so sorry, folks. I'm so sorry, Crosssword. Because I don't think, like, especially that evil 7 pairs hand. Oh, my God. You didn't deserve that. I deserve to win that. You did not deserve to lose that. That is the truth of the matter. I genuinely apologize. Huge. Absolutely huge. And then for another day, I go to this Chinese restaurant that I like. And if you buy a big enough lunch, you can kind of eat 2 meals with it. One day a week, I'll get a small little bowl from El Pollo Loco because, I mean, that just owns, you know, and that's awesome. And then the other time, it's not like, and then I'll just kind of figure it out. Like I'll either have some leftovers or like, you know, other foods. That's my schedule for the week. It genuinely took me so long to figure out this schedule. I'm not joking. Just because like the routine, it's all different now. Okay, South 2 Riichi decision is the only thing that I really had to look at. They like the Riichi here. I mean, it's so equivalent. 29 to 34. I don't think you can even say like one way or another if it's good or bad. I was just kind of, I mean, we're in the dealer seat. We're just trying to kill a crossword, right? If we sumo a Mongon here, Riichi, Tanya, Pinfu, sumo, one Orador or something, we just get to kill a crosslord, and that's wonderful. Let me just see. I mean, I think I play this like a monster, right? Overall score is just a solid S. I'm okay with that. They love the Riichi here. You gotta love the Riichi. The Ron here. Do you also love the Riichi? They love the Riichi. Yeah, why wait? It's not Pinfu, but it's early enough and it makes other people uncomfortable. Do you like the Riichi here? You don't love the Riichi here because we already have Pinfu red 5 Dora. And if we sumo, it's awesome. But I don't know. I also don't hate the Riichi because we could go for even more value. You know what I mean? It's awesome sauce. Left Lloyd with the chasing Riichi. I can't even blame him. I genuinely can't even blame him. That's a fine Riichi. It's totally a fine Riichi. Yeah, Maka's a sick little freak. Maka loves this. It's inside Suji as well. Yeah. That was a great chasing Riichi. I mean, this Riichi is just gross, right? That you didn't want me to call Riichi. I think the Riichi is even better because it shines a light on how safe the Vivian Westwind looks. That's gross, by the way. That's gross. Did you draw into it or did you have it in your hand? You had it in your hand. What? Oh, okay. This one came out earlier and then you kept this one as a safe tile. Okay, it's a little weird. I would probably keep the white dragon there if possible. And then the Riichi was called. Yeah, there's better tiles to fold with. Not that I knew this in their hand, but like, you know, if your hand has got nothing rocking for it, you can try to play a safe. That was the one round where I had a triplet of the East Winds, but I don't want to deal into that 1% chance that it all goes south. Do they like the oh yeah, we already looked at this one. This was fine. Do we end up winning again? The Sumo Mongon? Sumo Mongon is just gross. What happened here? Oh yeah, they were gaming. They were absolutely gaming. We were a little bit scared that they could have an epic comeback in the dealer seat, but it's okay. Yeah, I think that we played an S this round, and I like it. I wanted to see what was happening here. You didn't have a valid hand. I don't like this pawn at all. If you have a valid, yeah. If you have a valid hand, this is worth going for. But like, you run out of safe tiles, dude. Oh my god, Murph. Like, if you don't pawn here, you have 2 more safe tiles, and you're out of safe tiles. Oh my god. You're 1 tile away from 7 pairs. Yeah. Oh my, you have 2 more safe tiles there. I know it's the door. I love yorking it for the door, but sometimes it's just not worth it. When your hand's not valid, that's a great reason. That's a great reason to be like, oh, this isn't worth it. Folks, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you like this song or you like this song, consider subscribing. I gotta do videos every single day. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can also leave a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous. It helps out me and the channel. It's such a great deal. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific. The link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord and our VOD channel in case you can never make it live. I dual stream Mahjong Mondays on here and Twitch. And it's not like I don't read the YouTube chat. No, both are absolutely equivalent. I need to burp. The link is down below, along with our community Discord, our Patreon, which is the best way to support me, and our on our VOD channel in case you can never make it live. Until next time, please take care of yourself and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.